Hello all, welcome back. Let me adjust the camera here. There we go, better. Alright. Yes, that was me with my mud mask every Sunday. Figures, I'm going somewhere today and this pops up on my flipping nose and I still get them, even though I use a mud mask. Once a week I do it. It cleans out the pores and everything. We got to keep our skin tight, gentlemen. Because as we get older, we don't want flabby skin. We want to keep our skin tight and clean. Earlier this week, I did an unboxing video. This camera comes with a remote. I used the remote to start the recording. And when I went back to check it, after the recording was done, again, one time before you last third recording. So I checked the video card, you know, the memory card, thinking that, okay, it only downloaded the last 30 seconds, but there's more on the card. There's nothing else on the card, just that. Kind of ticked me off. But again, my Warrior soap, Kim, Gray, Tribute soap, only going to be used on special occasion. This soap has a sweet, flowery smell to it. And when I did the first video, I said it reminds me of something, but I couldn't remember what it was. And I said by the time I use this soap, I will figure out what flower this scent reminds me of. And I remember what it is now. Snapdragons. That's what that scent reminds me of. A little sweet, not overly sweet, and flowery. That's what that soap reminds me of. I also got in Full Measure of Mann, which I'm going to use today for my head and my face. And then the aftershave balm too. I usually try to get samples before I buy a tub, usually. Barbershops, I love barbershop smells, so I take a chance on those. A few of them didn't pan out the way I thought they would. They were more the after you're done talcum scent than the I just walked in the door and got slapped in the face with the barbershop scent, which I prefer. What the hell? Dead skin. Wonderful. All right. Anyways, I got the Full Measure of Mann after watching our buddy Silky Creamy's review on this, and it is definitely a full-bodied man smell. This is not one that women would want to use for shaving their legs, I do not think. Okay, so we're going to use my Omega boar brush, which I've had soaking in hot water. and the Chris Special, the leaf he sent me. I've already put 3 shark blades in there because I have this little packet. It's got all kinds of blades in it, but I think feathers and shark are the only, or is it Astra? I think it's feather though, and shark are the only ones that I bought 10 of. The other ones I only bought 2 each to try them. Those were all for my shavette. But I do like the sharks, so I put 3 in here to try this because it's supposed to have 3. I know a lot of guys only use 2, but I'm going with 3 because every head shave I've had, except for the one I did with my shavette, when I got done, my head still felt like a billiard table. It felt like the felt on a billiard table. It still felt that way. And I want squeaky clean, so we're going with 3 blades. Let me get the rest of my stuff. Which will just be the witch hazel, I guess, today. Because this is an aftershave balm, so this is my aftershave balm and aftershave, so 2 items, 1 application. I like that. Almost looks like peanut butter, doesn't it? Or fudge. It's definitely a deep, deep man smell. Okay. We're gonna lather the brush up in the cup, in the tub. So how's everybody's weekend been going? It's almost over. Those of you going back to work tomorrow, I'm retired. I don't have to do that 4-letter word anymore. Okay, I think I got a lot of soap on there. Now we're going into here. We're going to give it a couple squirts of that. Now we're going to lather in here. More water. Yeah, got a fan blowing on me and I feel I'm still sweating. Sweat rolling in my eyes already. Keep adding water. Oh yeah, that's a nice, rich, deep smell. More water. Still more water. So Barrister and Mann products like water. At least this one does. Okay. That's pretty good. Now, wet the head and lather it up. I probably should have used a bigger brush considering the size of my flipping head. Nope, still too thick. Guys, using a brush on your head is better than your hands. How many of you remember, it's an older thing, and you see it sometimes in the older black and white movies, where the woman's sitting there before bed and she's brushing her hair and she says she's got to do 100 strokes on her hair before she goes to bed. And women used to do that. Well, it's been scientifically proven that doing that with your hair, stroking your hair 100 times like that, stimulates blood flow to your scalp, which in turn stimulates hair follicle growth. Wish I'd known that frickin' 30 years ago so I could have kept my hair. So if you still have your hair, or if you're getting just a little thin, that's good. And you want to keep it, brush your hair 100 times every night before you go to bed. Get the blood flow stimulated and flowing to your scalp, and get those hair follicles stimulated. We're ready. Maiden voyage. No longer a virgin after this. All right. Let me get this dried and then get in the shower and get it washed off. All right. I'll be back with a shave. Long, but CB Shaves, Chris, thank you by the way, awesome. I can already tell, awesome. He just did a head shave today too, with his leaf. And Kim, that was very generous of you to send him that leaf. And he passed that generosity on right here. And he shows how to load it. So go check his head shave out. Yeah, you check his head shave out, you'll see how to load it. But when I was loading this today, that question popped into my head. Did these guys ever even imagine that they would become the head shaving standard razor in the wet shaving community? Or did they just think that they were making a good face shaver? Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I love the smell of this soap. It's so deep and so rich. Sweating my eyes again. Oops. Yeah, I should have used a bigger brush. I've only got 7 brushes. I've got I've got 4 Badger, 5 Badger, 5 Badger, and 1 boar, and one synthetic. And I don't know what, I have a little travel brush. Fits in this little tube. I'm not gonna pull it out right now. It came with when I ordered one of my mustache cups. It came with it as a shaving, because they were selling it as a shaving cup. So they sent the travel brush with it. I'm thinking that one is boar. All right. I've been having a problem with my left prosthetic. This socket for my leg is only 3 months old. Because your leg shrinks over time. And they have to keep making you a new socket to put your leg into so you stay tight. And the one I have is only 3 months old because the other one got too loose on me. Well, guess what? This one's loose again. Now Monday I'm supposed to get my new one on my right leg. My leg guy's coming Monday with that. Because that one's loose too. That one's really loose. Wow. Wow. That's 2 passes. And I don't get that smooth on 3 normally. Now when I was experimenting trying to make my own twin blade, it was okay. It was good. And it had been the best shave since I used a shavette on my head. But it still was not that great. And I was thinking it was because I was using it on the mild side of it, not on the aggressive side of the plate. So I was going to flip it around, clinging soap. I was going to flip it around and use the more aggressive side of the plate and try it that way this time. And then my buddy Chris, unbeknownst to me, sends me the greatest gift in the world. That's good. That's good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's just sliding over that because there's never any hair there anyways. There hasn't been hair there in 15 years. I do have to say that since I've shaved my head, at least Oscar Mayer has stopped calling me asking if the bologna was ready yet. Because I had one hell of a bologna patch going on. I had one very nice bologna patch. You guys are absolutely correct. This is the best head shaving razor out there. Hands down, bar none. I have not tested everything. I really am not in a position to say that. But based on this shave, I don't think there's anything that could compete with this. I see why you guys like it so much. I gotta stretch my skin to see if I can get into the into the valley of my head. And I did. I still have stubble. Oops, smacked myself in the ear with this big sucker. This area right here is a problem spot for me, right in here. On both sides of my head, for some reason. I don't think my head will ever shave squeaky clean. This has always been squeaky clean. 15 years of it. But guys, I will not argue with you on the efficiency of this razor as a head shaver. Alright, let me rinse. Rinse with hot to get this slickness off. Oh. It's just a thin ass white towel. I need to get another one. I've got another one. I should change them out. I should regulate this to the rag pile or something. Oh my God, that is the smoothest. Even, you know what? That's as smooth as my shavette, if not smoother. That is flipping amazing. That is incredible. I don't need alum. I know that. I didn't cut myself at all. We'll use a little bit of the witch hazel I always use. I gotta get some more of that when I get paid. I've got to expand my selection. And I've also got to get one and leave it plain. Add no oils to it. Leave it unscented.